And again, going back to the three laws, if that's what it's going to be, I might as well make my journey through, adhering to these three laws as easy as possible. I don't want to have to struggle through my life to put my life together to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to be doing with my life. Don't we go through that?
Yeah,
completely.
No. At times when I'm off balance, I'll post on Facebook too, like, when you're off balance and, someone wants this or you're stressed out. I mean, it happens to the best of us. So
again, how do we do this? Flow like water. It's really that simple.
Almost like don't think too much into it. I mean, I even had to learn, and I'm still learning. You just don't give it, be aware, but don't give it that much attention where it keeps that much rent in your brain. And when I say negative or things of that nature, you want to be positive and go with it. Because the path of least resistance in that case is the best. Yeah. It really is.
Now, one of the things we're going to talk about as well with this one is letting go.
Yes.
Believe it or not, letting go is actually a strategy in regard to using your energy for energy flowing. And it works. It's a maintenance strategy for maintaining balance in your three spheres. It's one of the tactics that you can do. For me, I'm a yoga and a meditation person all the way. I like that esoteric world. I tend to try and make sure that I get in there as much as I can because it gives me that sense of balance in this world. I'm also a believer in making sure you align yourself with what you're supposed to be doing. I have a saying that I use a lot. If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's a popular one.
Yeah, correct. Very, very popular. Yes. Don't mind you, it's not my saying. It's just one that I use. But for me, that's just my passion. What we're doing now. The sharing of information and experience with each other, us via this medium, you through your feedback to us.
Yes, which we've already gotten some, which is great.
Yes, great, and we will be talking about those things. Thank you so much. Please keep that stuff coming in. But that allows me to really feel like I'm not really working. Like this is the passion that we're supposed to be doing.
True.
I think the last thing we're going to talk about was what we mentioned in the end of our last episode. And that's debunking a myth. And the myth I want to talk about is called compartmentalization. Just like we have these spheres, we tend to try and compartmentalize them. We know that they overlap, but we figure, okay, we got to be able to minimize the amount of overlap.
Leaving your work at, the office,
leave your work at work,
leaving your drama at home, leaving the bad morning you had in the car with your kids.
And we try and break them into these separate lives, but the real sad part is we only have one life. So you have to really kind of fuse them together and find that sweet spot in the middle, that balance, that equilibrium. That in the workplace is now starting to become a smart thing.
I personally think for not compartmentalizing is just even like affirming it out loud and just knowing that, I did this happened, but it's not going to ruin my day for some reason that works for me. I don't know what works for you. I don't know. I mean, I kind of know you said meditation for you.
It does. That works as well.
Yeah. I don't always meditate by any means every day. I kind of have to visualize. When you visualize and you put it out there, you're getting the good back, or you're manifesting it, I should say. But that's what I do just to get to clean my slate so I don't make that the beginning of my whole entire day.
And again, that works. This is all part of tuning in. These things are just overlapping. The reason why we chose Tune In Tuesday for this type of venue is because you really have to tune into you. What do we mean by that?
Yeah.
Tune into you, truly, so that you kind of know where you are in your own space. So
you have to be conscious and aware.
Yes,
completely.
So that when you go forward in the world, now, again, you're projecting whatever energy you bring. So if you really want that energy to be positive, so if you're wrapped up in your own space all the time, you're
actually going to repel people.
Yeah, there you go. Because you're not aligned and attuned with what's going on in the world around you. You're not aligned and attuned with what's happening in the universe. You're pretty much going through life like this.
Yeah.
With the blinders on, you want to take off, use your peripheral vision so you can see and get a real good, clear picture of everything in the world. So that's what we want to try and do with this venue and this meeting. Back to the one life thing. I'm so glad that you gave us that, Marcia, because that is invaluable input. Yeah, of course.
I'm always by experience.
That's it.
Nothing's written in the books. It's just it's by experience for me.
And quite honestly, when you go with your intuition in your gut, when you have a pure heart, which
Oh my
Marcy
God.
does.
Well, I try to go into my intuition a lot more.
Yeah, you usually end up. Oh, you might seem a little weird and off to some people and a little different. I get that.
Yes.
You know, I'm that way too.
But I'm cool with it.
Yeah, I'm real cool with it. I'm real happy with the skin that I'm in.
Yeah.
But you might also tend to realize later on, after a while, the stuff that you were talking starts to become truthful for people. They start to prove that later on. Next thing you know,
Oh my God,
that's the thing. And
so
you're like,
many stories of
yeah,
that.
but I said that like 5 years ago. Man. You guys thought I was weird. You know, so that's okay. That's why I'm good. But this one life thing, you know, we have many roles that we like to try and do. We have many spheres that we have to actually go into. But we only have one life.
And we just have to embrace ourselves, whatever that may
There
be.
we go.
And we're total work in progress.
And that is the key to it.
Happy health.
Acknowledge,
Totally happy health.
embrace, and understand. You acknowledge first.
Yeah.
That's why I said, that's invaluable that you gave it. You acknowledge, hey,
Well,
I
have to.
acknowledge that this happened, and I'm not going to let it bother me.
And I'll be honest, I have to do that
Yeah.
with spirits, and they come at me from anger, from confusion, and I know some of you know what that feels like. You have to acknowledge them, just like you have to acknowledge yourself, or any problems that you had, or any milestones that you had, or have, or currently working on.
Yep. That sense of harmony, or balance, or equilibrium, that all comes from that nice, smooth flow of maintaining those different spheres in that seamless, flowing fashion. You know, that whole concept of the one life.
Yep.
And recognizing, you know, tuning into, you know, where you are in your personal space as well as where you fit into the grand scheme of
And maybe
the
you
universe.
don't fit into some people's, and you know what?
And
That's
that's
okay.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, they will always, and out of experience and out of other people's experience that I know, make you feel like you're not okay. And it's usually that individual that has a lot of those insecurities. And, you know, someone had asked me, what did they do, or what should they do when they have these gifts and they keep hearing things and they're around negative people? And quite honestly, you really can't just turn it off.
Correct.
You have to just walk away. You really do. You just have to be polite, whatever, you know, your protocol is, and just stay away. It just, I can't explain it, but I'm sure you've all been there. It's very hard to explain.
And you'll know the
draining.
energy. Yeah, the energy will be draining. It will not resonate.
And you're
with
not
you.
getting anything out of the relationship or friendship or, you know, family, small chit chat or whatever it is. I mean, you'll know.
We think about this idea of harmony. Well, you'll recognize disharmony. We think about this idea of dissonance. You know, where the discord is there. You'll feel that.
So when
you
you start
dis-ease, that's actually disease. I mean, you'll feel
toxicity.
all of that. Yeah, that toxicity. Thank you. You'll feel all of that and know what to do immediately. Say, oh no, I need to reject this. I acknowledge that it's there,
the
but
same way that you have to
this and get away.
acknowledge that, you know, exactly. He said like a milestone, or something's there, something's not there. You do it, and then you take the action that you feel best to take. And we all have a gazillion examples, but I'm not going to sit here, and I know you're not going to sit here talking about them just yet, because
we got more to come.
we have more to come.
We have more to come. And with that, we're going to transition into our close. Always like to make sure we keep it positive.
Yes.
Today was all about, you know, flow and flowing like water. So please,
and
flow
take
like
that
water.
in, like consciously take it in, like think about what it feels like, and you know what if you're under the water, like I actually was this weekend. I went under the water. It was so cool because I could hear these echo effects, like boom, 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 under the water. But you listen to all that with your other senses, and it just calms you. Let it calm you, and you know,
the idea of doing meditation in the water and absorbing the energy from that as well at the same time.
That was super cool.
I mean, it is.
And you know
Marcy,
what?
I give you such great props for that.
That
one.
was so cool.
When I saw that, I was so smiling
I put it
inside.
on Facebook. And all the empaths know when you're around, not just I think it's limestone, another no, that's actually for the spirits, but in the crystals and around water, it's like it amplifies your gift. It's like it's crazy. Yeah.
So,
but anyway, sorry.
Let's keep it positive always. Remember that. Love, light energy.
Take care. Love, light energy.